Yo, it's Katarina. Yeah, Katarina. Yeah, Katarina. Just having fun. It's a late night live stream, and you know what? I just decided, why not? Late night, go live, tell you guys about some of the stuff going on. Because these are actually really good for that. And yeah, because like the one thing is, I can talk about this in a video, which I will. Later on, and like what I did today and stuff like that to the car, and what I found out today of what happened to the car and stuff like that of my other car. Um, yeah. So, anyways, so what exactly went down here? Actually, there's something I want to look up. Okay, well, I don't have that. Okay, I do have those. I'm looking at some metrics on YouTube to see, um, like what could I add? Now this is interesting. Of what people actually look into, like what they search, right? When coming across my channel. Yeah, I go content gaps only. Okay, I'm not actually even sure what does that mean. Oh, okay, I got that. But yeah, okay, I got that totally. Anyways, okay, I'll stop worrying about that and worry about y'all. So, how's everybody doing here? I hope you're all having a fantastic time. And actually, I should change that to live chat. Yeah, I am live. I am live here. Sorry, I didn't see your message till just now. Yeah, so there's an interesting development with my convertible actually, because I'm obviously not working on it. It's not here. Of what exactly is going down with that car. So, okay, my buddy Keith has been working on it after I've left, right? Because it still needed more work when I left. He's done the test drive with it. He's done like a big test drive, to be honest, because he went like whatever was left in the gas tank, he essentially emptied it. No worries. Yeah, I didn't really say much, but so my buddy Keith that was helped me with that motor swap, and you saw that in that video. He has the keys to the car and everything, and I totally trust him driving my car. So he has been taking it for test drive, and the test drive went well. It was running good, everything. He changed the oil, went back out again, and oh, look at that issue. So the thing is, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Well, I definitely appreciate you being on here. But anyways, what I did want to talk about though is what's going on with that car. So it had a charging issue afterwards, which didn't know what it was. Like he was noticing something wrong with the car, so he pulls over, he takes a look, and he just looks, okay, maybe there's a pulley issue or something like that. So he looks at that, doesn't really find anything. He thinks, so maybe it's the belt tensioner, right? So he looks at the belt tensioner. No, that's all fine, because they tend to go, and it's not a big deal. He's got other ones. We have another one actually lying around for my old motor, and that one works. So we could have just stolen off that, but lo and behold, it's the alternator. And it's like, okay, what's wrong with the alternator? You might ask. Well, as soon as he touches it, as the car, like while the car is still running, bam, it shoots sparks out of it completely. So like the bearings went in this alternator, which looks new. This alternator does not look old at all. It looks like brand freaking new. So it's like either a defective part from a new part, or somebody cleaned it up to make it look good. Or maybe it was new off the old engine but sat around for a long time. Who knows, right? Like, there is no telltale sign of figuring out what exactly caused it to do that. So, with that in mind, we decided to say screw it. And he tried to find an alternator. He found two. One of them had the wrong bracket on it, and the other the wrong plug in it, so that didn't work. Um, and so he went to go get a new alternator, right? No big deal. And yes, that's exactly what happened. The brushes just went in it, which is like again a newer alternator, and it just crapped the bed. So I mean, either like I said, it was a brand new part that was just defective, or who knows, right? Because that can happen. It could have been that they cleaned up an old part, made it look new, and hawk it off to me that way, which is definitely possible too. So okay, cool. So get an alternator. Unfortunately, Napa did not have the correct alternator, but he made it work because he swapped the pulleys, which it worked out, and that's all fine. However, it's still not charging the battery properly. So up next is definitely the voltage regulator, right? And because that's the original voltage regulator on the car, he's probably got another one lying around, so we can just throw another one on it, not a big deal. And voltage regulators aren't very expensive. I mean, I can even look online right now. What does a voltage regulator cost for one of those? Voltage regulator 1986 Mustang. Now, there you go. Yeah, see, voltage regulators. There you go. I found one for $31 on Amazon. So, and to be honest, you could probably get one at Napa fairly cheap too, and whatnot. An actual Motorcraft one from Parts Avatar is like $64. But, the thing is, because it's kind of funny, because like the alternator that he grabbed though is not ideal for my setup, because it's only a 75 amp alternator, right? Which is better than the stock, but it's not the one I wanted. Because I have air conditioning on that car, I do eventually want to put an electric fan on that car, that sort of thing, right? So high load on that alternator, it's going to need to put out a lot more wattage while also maintaining the battery. And which I do want to put a Optima battery in that thing at some point too, that's going to happen in probably a couple of years' time or something like that. Or if I just get a bunch of money and throw some money at it, which I'll have more money this summer, because there's a couple of cars actually that once I'm out of isolation, I'll go take a look at them and I will sell them. So one's a Monte Carlo and the other one's a Jeep Cherokee. So the Cherokee's cool. It needs a couple of things. I'll have to look at the text messages again of exactly what it needs. I know it needs like a battery, and there was, I think, a fuel issue and some suspension. I'm not sure what it was, but I'm not going to spend a lot of money on this thing because, again, it's not. I'm just selling it for somebody else. So yeah, with that in mind, Oh yeah, and this one looks to be a '90s Jeep Cherokee, 4-door. That one is an automatic, of course, 4x4. It has the 4-liter in it, so that's good. It does not have the 2.5, and it looks to be in pretty good shape overall. So I'll see about getting it running, see if it will move under its own power, see if the tires will hold air, that sort of thing, right? Yeah, it's just one of those deals. Shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. It's a very bulletproof combination that thing has. Although it'd be cool if it was a stick. That I don't know. I haven't looked that closely at it. I would have to look closer at it. I know, I know a little bit about them, not a ton, but I know enough to where, they'll have their front suspension issues with the death wobble and stuff like that. I think this one has a rear suspension issue, if I remember correctly. And it needs battery and stuff like that, right? So I'll just throw a battery in it. What I might just do is, if the deal goes through with the whatchamacallit, if the deal goes through with, sorry, my brain is just blanking. If I sell both of those cars, because there's a Monte Carlo there too, but it's the not the last generation, but like that mid 90s Monte Carlo, that really round body that just kind of It's not the cool round that had like the coupe design that they had the like the Dale Earnhardt and stuff like that. It's the other one, the one nobody wants, and it's also got multicolored panels and whatnot. I mean, I might be able to get $800,000 out of it, but it's not exactly a desirable Monte Carlo. I'll get to sell that too. So this Cherokee and that, and I'm not sure what year this Cherokee is. I'm gonna assume somewhere around, I don't know, 1990 to 95, 96. So yeah. No, you're thinking that was the Impala or the Malibu, actually. The Monte Carlo, I think. Let me look. It's been a minute since I've seen the ass end of one of those Monte Carlos. Because the Impala had the Skyline taillights for sure, like that's Skyline-esque taillights. 95. Whoops. I think I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that was the Impala though, not the Monte Carlo. But I could be wrong. I'm just double checking. Yeah, no, it is the one I was thinking of. Have all the keyboards. Nice. Yeah, see, okay, yeah, see, that's... Except for it's a sedan, so it's even uglier. I don't like this body. Tell you what, if you give me the money for that crate engine, plus all the suspension components I'm gonna need, plus the transmission and the rear end, you know what? I'll do it. I'll 100% do the Godzilla swap on the convertible. Because that's not going to happen in Stitch. I want to retain the inline six and Stitch, no matter what. But, sure, the convertible, go nuts. Have fun with that one. Put the BBK freaking subframe connectors in it and everything, and just have a hoot with that car. If you pay for the swap, I'll do it. I'll 100% make that a build series on my channel. I don't care. I don't know if I can figure it out, because there's a lot of figuring out. It doesn't shock me that Cletus is doing that. Freaking Cletus McFarland it's great. So, it's interesting when you look up, like a 95 Monte Carlo online, it only shows the two doors. It's none of the sedans. Like, the two door is okay, and a lot of them are like the pace cars and whatnot that you see here, the Z34s, which, hey, those are the cool ones. Not the one not the one I'm going to be selling. The one I'm selling is freaking boring. So boring. But, that's fine. And to be honest, depending on what motor's in it and stuff like that, because I don't even know. I would need to go look at it again. It's probably a 3.1, which, not the greatest motor. Might be a 3.4. If I'm lucky, it's a 3.8. So, the one thing is, and if people, See, and the thing is, because people have asked me, when am I going to do a 300 swap? And there's a lot more engineering involved, because, from what I've heard, obviously, you have to clearance the hood, right? You have to clearance the hood. Because they are very tall engines compared to the 200, right? Which I already know, actually, that there could be clearance issues. Well, I can't go too much taller than what I do without cutting the hood for anything on that engine right now. because actually something I discovered, because you guys know that on my little inline I have that Edelbrock air cleaner, and I took it off because I realized what it was doing. I had this little Edelbrock logo for a wing nut, right? And I hated the thing, to be honest. It looked fine, but it just trying to actually get it tight and everything was really annoying. But something that it was doing was oh, look at that! It's actually hitting the hood. Because one day I popped the hood and noticed, oh, look at that! It's like that. So I had a wing nut and I just put the wing nut on it instead and said, it's staying like that. You can also do, you can do, honestly, somebody did LS heads too and did it that way, but you think I have the money and the engineering skills for that? Hell no. Like, I mean, right now, I'm looking at not a lot of money in my bank account, although I am getting YouTube revenue this month, so that's nice. But, and like, a couple of my videos lately, like, a lot of my videos have been doing fantastic, don't get me wrong, but the fly-in breakfast video with the car show, that is flopped. The dyno video looks like it's gonna flop too. So, you know, it's just like I've had 2 flops of videos in the past little bit, so that doesn't really help matters, but that's okay. See, that's fair. Like, to be honest, do I have the connections to people that could probably figure it out? Absolutely. Do I want to try and pay them the money so that they can figure it out? Absolutely not. I just don't. Like, you know, the whole thing of supercharging Stitch, I don't know when that's going to happen and stuff like that, because right now, like, the money that I got, that I had, is just about all depleted, and it's so sad, because it got spent very quickly. I had bills, and I still not paid off my credit card, nowhere near. And like, if I put all of my money onto my credit card, it doesn't actually pay off my credit card, and then I have zero money. Like, that's where I'm at money wise right now. So I need to sell some more cars so I can pay off my credit card, so I can have more money in my account and all that stuff, right? But yeah, it's just bad. See, now, the elusive 4-liter Ranger, don't get me wrong, they are not obviously the most popular, but I actually see a few 4-liter Rangers around. Like, that's fair. I mean, to be honest, I don't get, why would you want a 4-liter Ranger? Because that stupid dual timing chain design is ridiculous, of having one in the front, one in the back, that you have to, like, it's just such a tight space to try and change a timing chain. It's just so stupid of that design. Like, somebody that, you know, one of my viewers actually has one of those, like, 5-liter swaps, so I've done a little bit of research on it. Like, the one thing is, I was looking into small trucks for a while and trying to figure out, okay, what are the pros and cons of all these small trucks? And basically, I wound up saying what I have said before. If I want a small truck, go get a V8, like a 5.2 Dakota with the NV3500 tranny in it, and be done with it. Oh, isn't that perfect too, right? Like, it's such a stupid design. Like, they're torquey, sure, but, you know, the thing is, if you want a torquey truck that can actually do something, I wouldn't go with Ranger, to be honest. Ranger would be, it wouldn't be the last choice for a smaller truck for that, but if you want torque and actually to do something and you want okay gas mileage, you can go with a 3.9 Dakota. fantastic engines, to be honest. And they crack heads all the time, but guess what? It doesn't affect anything when they do. It's hilarious. You wouldn't think, cracked heads you think would cause major issues, but it actually doesn't in those. So weird. There you go, right there. Like, and the thing is, like I love those trucks. Like, I love the Dakota, I love the Ram and everything. The Ram is kind of a pain in the ass, but the Dakota is a little better design than the Ram is. But bear in mind, the Dakota came out after, like, that body Dakota came out after that. But to be honest, if I wanted a Dakota anyways, I probably wouldn't get the round body. I'd get the square body Dakota. So pre 95 would be great to get a Dakota from, but it's totally fine. And like, because something for me, I'd be weird, and I'd want a weird Dakota, and they made a couple of weird Dakotas, because people don't realize that the Dakota back in the 80s, they actually had a couple of cool designs, and actually into the early 90s too. They had a convertible Dakota, which was on the Sport, and I've seen two of those in person. One of those cruises around town, and actually there's another one at a shop here in town, and I really want to talk to them about it. Really cool trucks, but the problem is they only came with either the 2.5 AMC inline 4, terrible engine to be honest, if it's not in a Wrangler, or the 3.9 V6. They did not put the V8s in those yet. And then there was the Shelby Dakota, like he had, which honestly those are really cool, but they're not, like, it's funny because the Shelby Dakota was the first one to put the V8 in the Dakota, right? I am not dealing with somebody calling me baby girl like that. I hate that so much. Ooh, Cyclone. See, those are cool. Because, yeah, the Cyclone was the truck, and the Typhoon was the SUV. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So that's cool. And like, I'm sorry to that girl that was doing that, but I don't. Nobody calls me baby girl ever. You do, you get in a timeout like that. End of discussion. Because I appreciate your support and everything, but yeah. Oh, for sure. Because like the Dakota, like the Shelby Dakotas, like I'm sure you know this. Like, the interesting part is all it was a 318 put into a Dakota, and then they put Shelby badging on it and called it a day. That's pretty much what they did. They weren't anything special other than it was the first V8 Dakota at the time, and later on they put the V8 in Dakota in 92, I think it was. So yeah, and well, if you call me baby girl, you get instantly in timeout. Absolutely, because I'm no, just no, I don't like that. Hey, I mean, like, weird oddity stuff, whatever else like that. Yeah, I love that shit too. Obviously, like, cyclones, typhoons, and actually 9 grand for a cyclone is really cheap. Like, cyclones are usually over 20 grand. So what the hell's wrong with it? Like, unless it was just somebody that has no idea what they have, which I've come across that. Yeah, exactly, and I know you don't, which is good. It's good. Because, yeah, it's one thing to say, hey, chica, or hey, girl, or whatever else, it's fine, depending on how you do it, because, yeah. Like, and it's, yeah, like, it's just one of those things, and you guys know that I like the weird and the different stuff, more than anything. But, like, something else that, was picked up for my convertible, actually, is some black wire loom. Like, my buddy Keith picked that up today, too. So a little bit of more detail will go underneath the hood and stuff like that. It'll look really nice when we're done. And then, because the one thing is, once the charging issue is fixed in the car, which it should just be the voltage regulator, Once we get that figured out, I can drive it home. And hopefully on the trip back here, because bear in mind, he drove it for like 3 hours straight, so it should be fine coming back here, but you never know. Yeah, we'll play with it that way. But then, something else that's going to be coming to the car too is... Oh, okay, so weather for Texas and San Antonio. So, Texas is such a big state. Like, compared to most states, because it's the second largest state, just behind California, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I had hope the move goes well for you and everything, and you have a lot of fun there. Because, yeah, I've heard some things about Texas. Some things I like, some things I don't. You know, is Texas the biggest? No, okay. At least California looks bigger on a map, but I guess overall landmass, Texas is bigger, I suppose. Because I know Texas, mind you, does span 3 different time zones, which is stupid to think about. Like, I know it's just barely, but it does, from what I've heard. Because it goes Central, Mountain, Pacific, right? All in one state, and you can drive 8 hours and still be in the same state. Which you can do the same thing in Alberta. Because been there, done that. Actually, have I driven 8 hours in Alberta? Actually, I probably won't say that. I don't think so. No, I haven't done that. I've done 8 hours driving one day in Alberta. There's that, but not actually just across it. Nice. Well, hey, if I want to drive to the coast of where I am right now, the closest coast is probably Vancouver. Actually, no, sorry. The closest coast is probably Seattle. And it's still an 8 or 12-hour drive. So, yeah. But yeah, like that's the one thing. It's not even in our freaking province. It's in another province. So, or state, as Seattle might be, right? Or Seattle is. No, and Oregon is Oregon on the coast. I can't remember. Regardless, yeah, like, and there's stuff that I want to do this summer, but I gotta figure out the whole money situation before I spend even more money on the cars and stuff like that. Because I'm waiting. There's a reason why that Stitch hasn't been. Well, I mean, Stitch is the only properly functional car at the moment. Because once we figure out all the little bugs of that motor, then we'll be fine. Which it seems like, again, once we get that voltage regulator fixed, I'll be able to drive convertible for a while. You went coast to coast in 24 hours? Hang on. I need to look at something. Ah! No, don't do that. There we go. Be better. God damn it. Stop doing that, you piece of crap. Okay. Cord. You go down there. So I stop doing that. There we go. See, now you said you did it in 24 hours. Because the one thing is, and it's too bad he didn't record that. Only because if you were able to do that in just under or just over 24 hours, you would have actually had the Cannonball record. Because the current Cannonball record was done in 25 hours and 55 minutes. Actually, sorry, 25 hours and 39 minutes, and that was during COVID, right? When everything was just, there was no traffic on the roads. You see, I mean, like, the thing is, and I've looked this up before, I've never even gone that fast in a car, period. Like, even when I was doing. Oh, just give me the calculation, you piece of crap. There we go. The fastest I've been in a car ever is, oh, I just realized that my shirt's on backwards. Whatever. Inside out, actually. Um, yeah, the fastest I've been in a car is 128 mile an hour, and I wasn't even driving. So, because, gotta remember, I don't own cars that can really do those speeds. My V8 will be able to probably at some point, but no. That might be a little sketch in that car. I'll say that's cool. Yeah, I mean that'll make a difference definitely worth fuel mileage. Because yeah, like the one thing is, with my convertible at the moment, so because we landed on when we timed the motor of going 10 degrees initial timing. So that'll work out fine, and so I can still run regular fuel in it for now until yeah, that's fair. I mean, the one thing is, I don't know the exact distance because I know depending on where you, because I don't know where stuff is in Texas, right? But I do know that you can go from, I think it's Dallas to Vegas in like 4 hours. So, and that's what I know about Texas. That's about it. Not much. I think it's Dallas. Maybe it's somewhere else, but I think it's Dallas. But actually, something that's really cool that's gonna come to the convertible. That's probably gonna be closer to the end of summer. Who knows? Maybe I might do it in the middle of summer. But then the problem is, once I do that, I kind of want to do, like a double roller timing chain, stuff like that. So it's getting the money together to do some of this other stuff. I'll also want to put head studs in it too at the time when I do that, because I got offered something really cool for basically no money. I pay shipping, and these are nice parts. So there's a guy, fan of my channel. He's just recently followed my channel like for like a couple of weeks. It's really cool actually. He is donating to me, but again, I just pay shipping on it, a set of SVO aluminum heads, very similar to a trick flow head actually. Very nice heads. They're used, but they're in great shape. They've got the overs or the big valve springs in them and everything, the heavy valve springs, and it's gonna be fantastic for my engine. It's also coming with roller rockers that happen to be purple, and they are 1.6s. So that's really cool. And he's throwing in an E303 cam as well. So it's like my engine, literally from doing this, is gonna go from it might be 180 horsepower right now with the mods I have to I might be kissing 300 horsepower by the end of this, which is cool. I like that a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. It's gonna be close, like within the 280 to 300 zone. I'm thinking with that, because also bear in mind I have an MSD box in the car. I'll definitely be running 91 octane because I can't get 93 around here, otherwise I would. And I've already got the Holley carb with the Holley 600 with the Cobra intake that is it's Why is my brain not working? Oh my god. Frick. Sorry. I've got a Blaster 2 coil on there, and the intake is a dual plane, but it's a taller dual plane than the Edelbrock Performer was. So there's that, which is cool. Oh, sure. See, that is freaking badass, and I love it that you did that with just some beater car, with some beater super coupe. I love it. Yeah, take that, you bastards. uh, but yeah, you know what? And I'm just very excited to what's coming to the car in the next bit, because as well, I have an 8.8 rear end that's ready to go in the car. The only thing we need to do is put the brakes together, and then we'll drop it right in the convertible. It'll be fantastic. Honestly, I can't wait for that. And other than that, so there's that. An LS all-wheel drive Lancer. That'll be cool. Don't know if I've ever seen one like that. That's kind of cool, actually. Like, and that's the thing. Like, when you do cool LS swaps, it's awesome. When you do an LS swap and something that people expect to have an LS swap, not exactly cool anymore. That's just my opinion, to be honest. Actually, that's what I want to look up. Do they not recognize their record? They don't have it in here. They should update that. Sorry if I missed something here. I was just looking up the Cannonball records. Nice. Okay, so that's how you're gonna do it. Interesting. That'll be cool. Because I'm just looking to. Oh, what was that? Let's play this. Oh, I totally forgot about this chat. This chat. What is that motor? Okay. Um. Yeah. Sorry, my just freaking brain is not functioning, and this is an issue with me. As of late, it's been getting worse. Actually, is this brain fog, and it's just so annoying. Like, I don't get it because, to be honest, nothing has changed. I mean, it's just frustrating. So frustrating. There we go. Oh, I don't care about that. And actually, I need to look at shot again. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Now, okay, so 32 hours, 51 minutes in 07. Okay, yeah, so they actually never beat. So it's a lie. They never actually beat Alex Roy's time. That's why they're not actually featured in here. They did beat David Time's time, though. Because I was just looking, actually, because, you know, Richard Rawlings and Dennis Collins have said that, oh, they beat the Cannonball time, but they actually never did. Because Alex Roy and Dave Meyer did it in a 2000 BMW M5 in 06 in 31 hours and 4 minutes, but their time was over 32 hours, so I don't get that in 07. Oh, well, I mean, glad that, that didn't end worse for you, because that could have been scary. But, yeah, definitely glad that, you know what, you're putting it together and having fun with it, because screw it, why not, right? Like, that's just great. Because, yeah, it's kind of like, my car, oh, what is this? Get rid of that. No. Oh, yeah, see, I'm not going to watch that right now. But I'll watch it later. Yeah, I'll take a look at that video a little later. To be honest, like, I'm not going to watch it right now as I'm live with you guys. And I'm just looking at some other stuff on Facebook, too, because, I help run some automotive groups, and, there's always people trying to join and stuff like that, so. Like, I can send you a like to be like, yep, I've seen it. There you go. But yeah, I really can't wait to have those heads and that cam put in that motor. Oh my god, it'll be so much better. It'll really wake up that motor. But then afterwards, I'll definitely have to run 91 octane minimum. And then when I go to the track, I'll probably put some octane booster in it. Same. Same. There's a lot of them that I am with too. Like, I just became a admin, just last week of Gearhead Girls. I am also a, admin slash moderator, whatever, of Alberta Auto Enthusiasts. There's Mustangs and more that I am, help running. There's like 3 or 4 more that I can't even remember. There's Mustang Country as well that I help run. And yeah, because I'm actually an admin in that group. Yeah. Ugh. God. And also, like, ever since getting back, because actually something I did today, though, I will say, because I don't know if you guys were aware or not, but those big, fat, tall tires were definitely rubbing on the car. They rubbed pretty good. Yeah, the Super Coupe engine, yeah, that is a 3.8 supercharged motor. They made, I'm not even sure how much horsepower they actually made, but they were honestly a fantastic little engine, although they did like to blow their head gaskets, to be honest. I love those a lot. Actually, when I was in Edmonton, when we picked up my rear end, actually, it wasn't even Edmonton, that was Fort Saskatchewan. There was a guy that had one. And at first glance, you look at this car and go like, okay, why are you asking $5,500 for it? But then you look at the interior of it, and you look at the engine bay, and you look at how original this car is, and I'm like, Yeah, I see it. I see it now. Like, to be honest, I love those little Super Coupe 3.8s. And that was my initial plan when the engine was giving me issues when I still had a 3.8 in Lilo, is to actually throw in a Super Coupe engine, or I had a 3.8 short block in it. Actually, long block. It just did not have any accessories, no intake, anything like that. And my thought was doing a Super Coupe conversion to that, but the only problem is that that was the front wheel drive one, so I would have had to get an adapter made and stuff like that, and wasn't even sure if that was going to work, to be honest. So I just said screw it, and I sold that engine after I sold the car. Um, and then I bought the car back, of course, and it's been such a headache for me since. Oh god. But it's fine, because the one thing is, my little lady one keeps on trucking. It's always been a good car to me. So she's never broken down. Actually, sorry, she has broken down, but that was my own fault when she broke down. Because where is that? I don't even know where that went. I had it, but I can't remember. God, I got so much stuff I gotta clean up here. Oh my god, this is bad. That's fine. Because I have the thermostat housing that I cracked, and then it just made a cascading effect of me having to replace the entire cooling system in my car. So yeah, always a fun time. Cool. That's neato. Because yeah, like I like those engines. And once you put head studs in them, like ARP head studs and upgraded head gaskets, they're a freaking fantastic engine. After that, like they'll take a lot more abuse than what you could throw at them before, because they're pretty good out of the box, but they're like I said, their head gaskets are a little bit of a weak point. But yeah, and actually right now I'm just looking at ads for classic cars for sale. Oh, what's this? Oh, that okay. There you go. So perfect. Yeah, so you're good, and you can even overboost that thing too at that point, as long as you don't cook the tranny. But those have what tranny do those even have? Those are AOD, aren't they? So you should even be fine on the tranny too. And that's something I discovered of my engine. Guess he doesn't have an AOD in her car, which I thought I did. I actually have a C5 automatic, so that's fun. Ah, okay. See, I would have thought they would have put the T5s in those, but I guess not. God, that's badass car. Yeah, and none of those are in my price bracket anymore, so. Like, I wish I would have did my original plan, but then I bought my car back and spent so much money fixing it and going back and forth from Calgary and stuff like that. And I just need to, they did, but I can't remember what was so special about it, though. To be honest. Because I've heard them, but I can't remember. Oh, wait, what it is. Those are nice. I mean, possible. Again, I don't know my that stuff as well, to be honest. I know my Fords a little more, and I know my Chryslers a little more. Although I'll be the first one to tell you, I know absolutely nothing other than what I've been told so far on Windsors. I need to do a little bit more research on them and go from there. Let's see here. Sellers I may like? I don't think so. Auto parts, no. I'm not really looking for any auto parts. Although there was a guy selling a strap bar brace for a for Fox Body, but I guess the guy has me blocked. I can't message him, which is weird. Even though I had somebody blocked, but they could still message me. I never understood that. It's like, why could they message me? Because I shouldn't have been able to for my sales ad. Because there was a whole debacle with that freaking idiot. So. Hey, Rascal, what are you doing? Nice. Very nice. Ah, don't eat me. Anything like that? Don't eat me. But hey, though, I do have good news, because, like, the one thing is, because my dad, obviously, he still has COVID, unfortunately, but we have news. Because, I mean, I'm obviously not sick, because I did a rapid test today, and that is negative. So that's good. Hey, Rascal, get out of there. Rascal, get out of there. Please? Can you get out of there? Thank you. Sorry, my cat's being annoying. But my dad's feeling okay. Like, he's still having some issues, but no, not that bad, to be honest. He doesn't have the cough that he used to, and yeah, that's alright. So, you know, I'm happy with that. What are you doing there, Mr. Kitten? No, I am definitely not, and you, sir, are an asshole. Goodbye. Oh god, that's terrible, by the way. Ooh. Oh, too bad it's an extended cab. Oh man, I'd be all over this if this wasn't an extended cab. Still cool though. We'll see. Okay, he shows a really bad picture of the motor. Distributor is in the back, so it definitely is a small block. Okay. That's a cool truck, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, and obviously, you know that I don't, you know, I don't, I haven't driven near as fast as you guys have. Not yet. That'll happen someday, I'm sure, but not right now. Okay. Yeah, so that's essentially, I don't know what brand they are, but those are similar roller rockers I'm going to be having on my car, which is nice. I can't wait for that. Have some nice roller rockers and good heads and stuff like that, and just, oh god. That thing is just going to run so amazing. Wait, what? Who the hell are you? You live in Pittsburgh. Okay. What the hell is this guy talking about? See, and I love comments like this. It's freaking hilarious. Because like this guy, actually here, I can show you this guy's comment. And do this. I don't know if you can. Oh, you can't read that. Never mind. Never mind. See now, I mean, like, how does a shop overbore an engine? That's what I don't understand. Because I mean, obviously, like a 484, depending on what year it is, too, those things you can tip. Like, of course, the casting and whatnot. If I remember correctly, the original like older casting, you can actually overbore by up to like 80. And it still be usable if I remember correctly. But because of just how thick the casting walls are, however, the later ones aren't as much. Similar to Fox bodies, actually, with how strong the blocks are, or like 5 liters, because early 302s, you can do a lot more power. Like you can do like 650 horsepower. I'm not that far from my TV, actually. It's not far at all. And actually, is this too? Ah, no. Okay, I don't like this. No, stop that! Stop that! Stop that! Stop that! There we go. Good. I don't like this. No, did this guy respond to any other comments here? No, he did not. Because, like, so this guy, the thing is, the Calgary Flames are giving away playoff tickets to Game 1, right? It'd be so awesome to go see, to be honest. Battle of Alberta, Round 1. Or Round 2. Freaking fantastic. And we haven't had a Battle of Alberta in the playoffs since 1991, right? So before I was even born. And, and I just mentioned that I would love to take my dad. He's taken me to both of my Flames games, and honestly, it's been fantastic. But, and then this guy just replies, and it's a real profile. He says, "Hello, I was just going through when I saw your comment, and I decided to click on your post. They are so exciting, and I would love to be your friend. But I don't want to send you a request without your permission to. If you don't mind sending me a request or a message, let be honest friends, bunch of dots, and a bunch of hearts." And I'm like, no, I'm good, thanks. I'm not even going to reply to it. That's a mood. That's a mood. Don't get me wrong, both my project cars actually work, kind of. I mean, my convertible needs a good, proper charging system, and my notchback is okay. But, oh, I just heard my dad. I thought he would be asleep by now. Because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. And he's sick. He should be asleep. But, yeah, like, and the one thing is, because, bear in mind, compared to you guys, because I'm sure you guys have more projects than I do, because, I mean, I have 3 project cars right now. Because I've got my 81, I've got my 86, and then I've got the Civic. Once the 86 is functional, because I don't really want to tear into my Mustang quite yet. Like my 81 quite yet, to do the tranny swap, because I do want to fix the Civic, too. I don't know, that's such a... frick. We need to find a gas tank. The problem is we need to go down to Tilly to find this gas tank and whatnot, because I think they have a few down there. And I keep my watchers keep dropping, my viewers, which shows me right there. There's 1 of you, and there's 2 likes on the video. And now it says 2. Like, it's funny how much that bounces around, and like it said 0 not that long ago. '69 Marauder, that's cool. That's something you never see. early Marauders, oh, those are cool. Just so damn cool. You know, like I said, a couple of them around. They're not as cool as, like, because they're not as special as the later ones, unless it's the next 100 Marauder, then it was actually very special. But, yeah, they are really cool. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way. I wonder if I have NASCAR edition. See, now I gotta look it up. Okay. Marauder. If I can spell Marauder properly, there we go. NASCAR edition. Let's look this up. I'm just seeing X100s when I type that in. Is it an X100? Like, what the... Yeah, I'm only seeing listings for X100s. Okay. So what's so special about that thing? I mean, obviously, like you said, it's 1 of 5, but, like, is there... I'm assuming there's some sort of livery on it or something like that. Like, is it a pace car or something? Like... No, it wasn't a pace car either. So I'm just trying to figure this out because I've never even heard of one. I've never even seen one. You send me pictures of that because that's cool. It's just the vid. Nice. Yeah, you should, like, send me pictures and stuff like that. And actually, because what motor did that thing have in them? Did those have the 429? Obviously not like the really badass 429 as the Hemi motor that, you know, they threw in the Mustang. But, and the Torino Cobra, King Cobra. Those things are freaking cool, but they only made a select few of those, too. Never seen one. I've seen a Torino Cobra with 429, that motor in it. I've also seen a Talladega, too. That thing is cool. Ford Talladega, not very many of those made. They were a NASCAR homologation, and they got their asses kicked by the wing cars. But, you know, it was sort of the last of the aero cars before NASCAR decided to implement a thing where you can't have aero cars anymore. Even though Ford was the one that complained about that. Even though they were going to do the same thing. Because, yeah, like... frick. If I wasn't so tired... Very tired. I might just go to bed soon. Which I think I'm gonna, but... Because, yeah, like... I'm not sure what the next video is actually going to be on my channel. I don't know. I need to keep pumping out videos because, yeah, more videos I pump out, more content for y'all, more money I make, that sort of thing. And I mean, also, I love putting out videos too, so there's that, right? And even these live streams, they don't give you much. They just more interaction with you guys. They're always fun. Cause yeah. That's interesting. Did I miss the chat? No. Okay. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Oh wait. And also, hey, it's a couple of my friends' birthdays. It's Grandma's birthday. Okay. Hope you have a fantastic. If that's called fantastic, oh my god. Christmas. There we go, okay. Why the hell is that song stuck in my head other than from TikTok? Probably. Ugh. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Like, you know, cause yeah. Like, and I might see if I can slide in a review soon. Yeah, I was gonna say that's just a badass picture of your Lincoln. I love that picture of your Lincoln, don't get me wrong. But that's not the picture that I was looking for. See now, if I was doing this through my computer, I could actually show you what this card looks like and stuff like that, and it's really damn cool. I love that Mark 7. And I think oh god, can I get rid of that? Shit. Hello, computer. There we go. Try that again. Oh, I see just the tail of your Mustang now. That's cool. That truck, I mean, it's got such a 90s, sort of 80s, 90s vibe. That's cool, actually. You don't see them like that anymore. Most of them have been repainted, which is neat. So, like, seeing one that's still like that is cool. I like it. I dig it. I like it a lot. Like it a lot. Ooh, heaven is a place. Guy, that song needs to get out of my head. Oh my god. That's the Lincoln covered in snow. What about the Marauder? Where's your Marauder? Marauder. I'm curious. Like, I love those Marauders, to be honest. Those are so cool. You don't see very many of them. Fair enough. Oh my god. So, yeah, like, honestly, there's some exciting stuff coming to the channel, and I might just see if I can get in some reviews here soon of cars, because those tend to do quite well, or at least the one review I've done. So, I mean, that's an interesting metric to try and figure it out. But, you know, like, especially if it's that Trans Am in Calgary that has a 6-speed in it, that'll be a really good car review. The Supra up in Edmonton. And there's a few Mustangs to review too. There's my buddy's V6, 2001, I think. Then there is the Julius car, which is a 2014 GT, and the thing is freaking rips, and I love it. I've driven it once. You know, very much fun. There is a. There's also the 2002 V8 that's going to be getting quad cam conversion, so that'll be freaking fun. It's got 410 rear gears too, so that thing rips too. Like, oh yeah, those few cars right there. I want to do those soon, and then there's so many other cars to film. Like, my God, there's even a Dodge Charger that I need to film, which reminds me, I should message that guy and see where he's at to see when he's going to be home and stuff. Because as soon as that happens, I'm driving up there. I don't care. God damn it, that's so annoying. Did I miss something here? That's nice and shiny. I like the shininess. That'd be pretty. And it's manual transmission, so I can go wrong with that. Right? Like, I've got a T5 to throw in my car, which I'm still. There's stuff I need to find before I can do it. So, yeah. Actually, I want to look something up here. That's a sweet old Cougar, too. God, you have so many cool cars. I want your. Can you just donate me a car? That'd be cool. I don't care which one. You have super cool cars. Oh, God. Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, okay, I see it there. Barely. I'd have to look at it on my phone because the computer doesn't quite let me zoom in much on that. What was I gonna look up here? I so completely forgot. Oh yeah, right. Oh, okay. No worries. I mean, you're the only one that's commenting right now, which is sad. Big ol' sad. Okay. Okay, so technically we could just drill holes in that bell housing, by the looks of it. Okay. That's cool. But actually, I think I'm gonna end this live stream because there hasn't been much going on, to be honest. And, yeah, so, anyways, I definitely appreciate everyone coming out. I'm getting really tired too, so there's that. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, I'm just super tired. So, anyways, I'll catch you all later. Bye!